Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Diane's Decorating and More. Today guys, I want to say thank you for your support out there. Truly appreciate you guys. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I put together this strawberry raspberry pound cake. Okay, getting right to the point because I wasn't going to do a pound cake today, but I thought about it and I said, you know what, I want to go ahead and get this done and put it out there for you guys real quick like. So this is a little different, so pay attention to the details here in the video about this particular cake. It's a little different, little twist on it, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do first of all, we're gonna go ahead and put in our butter into our mixer, okay? And I'm using salted butter this time around. So I changed it up a little bit, so notate that. Don't put it in there with the salt like we normally do, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our last stick in there. We got that going. And then, of course, we're going to let that whip for about, I would say, about 5 or 6 minutes, okay? And then we're gonna come back and we're going to add in the sugar, okay? So it's gonna whip for a total about 10 to 12 minutes, guys. 10 to 12 minutes. So I just want that part to whip until I can actually see it become fluffy, okay? Because it's very important when you're doing, you know, the pound cakes, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and let that get started, and we'll be right back. Okay, so stay tuned. And now we're at the point where we're going to go ahead and add in our sugar to our butter. And I wanted to show you exactly what your butter should look like. Okay, see that? It's just like Cool Whip, and that's what you want to see. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put in our sugar. Now, if you were making a cream cheese cake, you would put your cream cheese in with the butter and whip it, okay? So just to give you that tip. Anytime you're making a cake with cream cheese, put the cream cheese in with the butter and let it whip, okay? Just to give you that little tip there. A lot of people don't know that. I'm not using the cream cheese today in the mix, but just to give you that tip going forward when you're making your pound cakes, okay? All right. And let that whip for a few minutes and we'll be right back. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add in our eggs one at a time. I wanted you to see that part. Okay, about that speed right there. And then now we're going to put the eggs in there. And the eggs are at room temperature, so make sure you always have your eggs at room temperature when you're doing these type of cakes. And you're just gonna let it whip until the eggs are totally combined into the mixture. do a little different with this cake, okay? So, and what I mean by that, I am not going to use the normal strawberry or raspberry pudding, instant pudding that we put in there. Okay, I'm going to be using the Jello brand cheesecake in this cake, and I've mixed that in the flour already. Okay, I sifted it in there along with the baking soda. Okay. That looks good to me. You know, stop it and scrape down the sides. Make sure we get all of that up and there and to the bottom to make sure everything is included when you're making these type of cakes. All right. Show you what that looks like too. And that is all three combined. All right. So now we're ready for the next step. All right. And I do have my raspberry coloring right here that I'm going to be using as well for the coloring part. And I'll make sure you see that, how I alternate with the colors, so that way you'll know how to add in the color when you are putting this cake together if you decide to make this cake, okay? All right, so I'm gonna switch around a little bit. All right, we're getting ready to alternate with our flour and our milk. Now in the milk, I've already put the strawberry and raspberry and vanilla extracts in here. All three are in this milk, and this is 1 cup of milk. And I did use 1 teaspoon of each, and with the vanilla I put 2 teaspoons, okay? All right. And like I said, you don't need salt in this one because your butter is already salted, so you don't have to worry about adding salt to it. All right, so now go ahead and start out slow, just like that, on the lowest speed. Okay. Alternating with your flour and with your milk. Moving pretty fast because the pudding, you know, it sets fast, right? So you have to move. Now, some people take their pudding and they put it in at the very end. They don't mix it with the flour. Okay? And that's a choice. You know, you can do it either way. I just prefer to do it this way. Because it's easier for me. Okay. Sure, I get every drop of that in there. Good to me. I'm gonna stop it and scrape down the sides right quick. I'll let it continue on for about another 3 minutes. And I'll taste it and see if I have enough flavoring in there to my liking, and go from there. And I'll be sure to put all of that information in the content for you guys. And that way you'll know if I add anything extra. Now, there are some pound cakes out there, the strawberry and raspberry, or just plain strawberry pound cakes, that they use the strawberry pudding in. Okay, if you have it now, like I didn't have the strawberry with me on today, so I use, like I said, my cheesecake. That's my go-to, or my vanilla. That's my go-to whenever I don't have, either one of those around. So I try to use, what I have, and use that, and then know how to work with your pound cake. That's how you get your experience and your learning. Alright, so now we got that, and then it smells good, so that's a good sign right there. Stop it. That looks good. I like the way that looks. And let's see here. Where's my tester? Oh, here it is. My tester spoon. Okay, just want to taste it. I can taste the strawberry. I taste the raspberry. Very, very flavorful. I like that. It's sweet enough. I want to add some more strawberry. Just one more teaspoon. Let's see here. And strawberry. Alright. So that's 2 teaspoons of the strawberry. Okay. Let that mix in there. Let's get it all mixed up in there. Because I really want that strawberry to pop. It smells so good. Alright. Alright. Another spoon. Yep, I like it. Good, good, good. All right. Okay, so now we're at the point where we're going to go ahead and switch it out. Get ready to put it into our prepared cake pan here. Already sprayed, floured, and ready to go. And this time I am using Baker's Joy on this particular pan, okay? So I'm gonna test it on there and see how it does in the pan with this particular cake. Alright, so hang tight while we get everything set up for that. We'll be right back. Okay, so now we're back at the point where we're getting ready to put our cake into the prepared pan right here. Alright, so I'm letting you see that part. Many of you like to see that, so I'm only going to put half of it in there. Just half. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm going to just spread that around evenly as much as possible. And at this point, you're going to go ahead and drop just a few drops of your coloring. Like I said, it's a raspberry and strawberry pound cake. Alright. Now you can do 2 or 3 things here at this point. Most people put in some, fresh cut strawberries, or you can use raspberries if you so desire. Okay. When you do that, you have to at least coat them in something, or either use freeze-dried fruit. Okay. So that way it won't be gummy or cause your cake to be gummy or not rise as it should. Alright, so now we're going to take our skewer here and we're just going to twirl it like that. Twirl. Try not to touch the bottom. Okay. Alright, like that. Very, very pretty. And strawberries are very plenteous at this time of the year. Okay, now that looks in there. Right. Then we're going to go ahead and finish it off by putting the rest of our cake batter into the pan. Scraping our sides, making sure you get all of that goodness from the sides. And leave nothing behind. Nothing at all. It smells so good. When my mom used to make cakes, and if that smell hit your nose, you knew that then the cake was going to be on and popping for sure. That was going to be a good cake. Yes, indeed. And then that aroma or that scent would fill up that kitchen and just permeate the whole house. Especially when she was cooking, certain type of cakes. Like the ones all gone. Like the ones, like the lemon cakes. Oh my gosh. Yes, indeed. Alright, so we're going to twirl it around. Spread it out as even as possible. Alright. Alright, now we're going to come back and we're going to add in the top part with some swirls also, some red swirls. Okay. right there on top. Not too much. Just some little dollops there. Alright. I think that's enough. Take out a skewer and just twirl and twirl and twirl. Alright. I like that. That is very, very, very pretty. Alright. Now when that bakes in the oven, it's going to do its own thing anyway. So you don't have to worry about how it's going to come out. It's going to take its naturalness, and it's going to be very pretty. Alright, we're going to pop this into the oven. 325 for about an hour. Oops. For about an hour and, I would say about an hour and 20 minutes, 25 minutes tops. Alright. Make sure we don't have any air bubbles in there. All of that. Alright. Swirl that a little bit more out to the sides. Alright. And we will be right back once this is finished in the oven. And you'll get a chance to see exactly what that looks like. Alright, so stay tuned. Okay, we are back and we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, guys. The cake has come out of the oven and it is cool. It looks pretty good there. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off this cake. All right, what I have here is our white icing, as you can see there. That's gonna be our first layer for the cake. So I'm gonna do that first. And all I'm gonna do is just go around the top so you can get a chance to see. And just let it naturally glide down the sides. I wanted to use just half of that. I didn't want to use the whole thing. Okay. Alright, I like that. Like that. Okay. Then we're going to go back with our strawberry topping here. And we're just going to drizzle this part onto the top two of the cake. I'm always changing up, so you have to follow me carefully on these videos. Alright. I'm just gonna do half of this, not the whole thing. And just gonna let it do its naturalness over the sides as well. So touch more here. Okay, like that. Okay, that's what it looks like so far. Okay. And then we're going to go back. We're going to put our strawberries on the side here. Okay, and that's what I like right there. Get a close-up shot of that all the way around. And back. All right. And I'll be sure to take pictures and post up along with the video, so that way you get a chance to see close-up shots. Okay guys, that brings us to the close of another video here as we prepare this strawberry raspberry pound cake. Okay, so hopefully you have enjoyed coming on with me today as we prepare this beautiful, beautiful pound cake, guys. I had fun doing it, and hopefully if you decide to make this cake, leave me a comment. Let me know how it turned out for you. Alrighty, y'all go out and have a great one and be blessed, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.